Imagine this. It is the year 1660. England is recovering from a terrible civil war. King Charles II has just returned to the throne, bringing a fragile sense of peace to the country. Most people still believe the world was made in 6 days and that diseases are caused by bad air or curses. Knowledge is based on old books, authority, and tradition, rather than observation. But in London, 12 men meet in secret, not to discuss politics or religion, but to explore the natural world. They perform experiments, observe carefully, and share results with each other. The Royal Society. What started as a tiny gathering of curious minds would ultimately shape the way humanity seeks truth. The very beginning, 1640s and 1650s. While soldiers were fighting with swords, these men were fighting ignorance with glass tubes and telescopes. The Royal Society did not appear out of nowhere. Its roots go back to the 1640s and 1650s, when groups of natural philosophers, what we now call scientists, began meeting to exchange ideas. Many of them gathered at Oxford and Cambridge universities, while others met in London at Gresham College. These men were inspired by the new thinking of Francis Bacon, Galileo, and William Harvey, the man who discovered how blood circulates in the human body. During the 1640s, one group in London, later known as the 1645 Group or the Invisible College, communicated mainly through letters. The country was in the midst of a civil war, so in-person meetings were risky. Robert Boyle, who would later formulate Boyle's law about gases, was a key member. Meanwhile, another group in Oxford, after 1650, included future luminaries such as Christopher Wren, the architect of St. Paul's Cathedral, Robert Hooke, who observed cells under early microscopes, John Wilkins, Seth Ward, and William Petty. They conducted experiments every week, testing air pressure, studying insects under microscopes, and exploring new medicines. Their aim was simple: to replace speculation with observation and experiment. The 28th of November, 1660, the day it started. 12 men, one room, one big dream. No one knew this small club would help start the modern world. After the monarchy was restored in 1660, the Oxford group moved to London. On the 28th of November, 1660, following a lecture by Christopher Wren at Gresham College, 12 men resolved to form a new society devoted to experimental philosophy, science based on observation and testing. These 12 men were William Brunker, Robert Boyle, John Wilkins, Sir Robert Moray, Sir Paul Needham, William Bowell, Lawrence Rooke, Sir William Petty, John Evelyn, Christopher Wren, Abraham Cowley, and Alexander Bruce. They agreed to meet weekly, paying a small fee to cover costs. They also agreed on a strict rule: no discussions about religion, politics, or current news. Only experiments, facts, and observations. That one small room in London became the birthplace of modern science, 1662. The king says yes. A king who liked fun and parties gave his name to the most serious science club on earth. 2 years later, in 1662, King Charles II granted the society a royal charter. The name, the Royal Society of London for Improving Natural Knowledge, was officially adopted, giving the group both prestige and legitimacy. The king also presented the society with a ceremonial silver mace, which continues to be used in official ceremonies today. The meaning was clear and revolutionary. No one should accept knowledge solely because a famous person said it. Everything must be tested and verified. With the king's support, the Royal Society could now operate openly and attract serious thinkers from across England and beyond. The first years, what did they do? By 1665, the Royal Society had launched the world's first scientific journal, Philosophical Transactions. Henry Oldenburg, the first editor, coordinated reports and letters from scientists across Europe. The society conducted experiments that today seem astonishing, placing animals in vacuum chambers to test the effects of air deprivation, attempting blood transfusions from one dog to another, observing the moon and planets with improved telescopes, and studying plant growth and magnetism. In the same year, Robert Hooke published Micrographia, a book full of detailed drawings of what he observed under the microscope. From the compound eye of a fly to the structure of plant cells, Hooke's illustrations amazed Londoners. People queued for hours to see the unseen world magnified, opening their eyes to a universe that had always been there but never truly observed. These experiments and publications established the society as a hub of cutting-edge discovery. showing that science could be exciting, surprising, and visually spectacular. Isaac Newton and the Golden Years. One man, one apple story. Maybe not true, but his real work changed how we see the whole universe. In 1672, Isaac Newton, a young and relatively unknown mathematician, submitted a letter on light and colors, demonstrating that white light is made of multiple colors through a prism. The Royal Society debated his findings, but ultimately they published his work, cementing his reputation. Newton later relied on the Society's support to publish Principia Mathematica in 1687, which introduced laws of motion and universal gravitation. His election as president from 1703 to 1727 marked the Society's golden age. During this period, the Society became the epicenter of scientific advancement, guiding exploration, experimentation, and education in a way that would influence generations to come. Women and the Royal Society. It took 285 years for women to get the same seat at the table. Science was slow, even when it wanted to be fast. Despite its progressive approach to knowledge, the Royal Society did not initially include women. For nearly 3 centuries, membership was limited to men. Only in 1945 were women first elected as fellows. Kathleen Lonsdale, a crystallographer, and Marjorie Stevenson, a biochemist. Today, women make up 10–12% of new fellows annually, and the Society actively works to create equal opportunities for all scientists. This long delay serves as a reminder that social progress often lags behind intellectual progress. The Royal Society's ongoing efforts to include women highlight the importance of representation in shaping the future of science. Famous members, over 360+ years. If you walk into the Royal Society building today, you are walking where Newton, Darwin, and Hawking once walked. Over its more than 360-year history, the Royal Society has included some of the greatest minds in human history: Isaac Newton, Charles Darwin, Michael Faraday, Ernest Rutherford, Albert Einstein, Stephen Hawking, Dorothy Hodgkin, Tim Berners-Lee, Jocelyn Bell Burnell, and Venki Ramakrishnan are just a few names among the roughly 1,700 fellows and foreign members. Their contributions range from understanding gravity and evolution to discovering pulsars, developing X-ray crystallography, and creating the World Wide Web. Membership in the Society signifies both recognition and responsibility, linking past discoveries to ongoing scientific exploration and innovation. Where is it today? Today, the Royal Society resides at 69 Carlton House Terrace near Buckingham Palace in London. Visitors can see historic artifacts, including Newton's telescope, Robert Hooke's microscope, Benjamin Franklin's letters on lightning, and the original royal charter signed by King Charles II. The Society continues to award prestigious prizes such as the Copley Medal, the oldest science prize in the world, first given in 1731, the Royal Medal, the Croonian Lecture, and the Bakerian Lecture. It also distributes millions of pounds each year to fund scientific research worldwide, supporting projects from climate studies to vaccine development. This combination of history, prestige, and active support makes it both a living museum and a dynamic engine of modern science. Why is the Royal Society still important in 2025? A club started 365 years ago helped save millions of lives in a modern pandemic. The Royal Society remains highly relevant even more than 350 years after its founding. It serves as a trusted advisor to the British government on critical scientific issues, including climate change, artificial intelligence, and public health policy. Beyond national borders, the Society coordinates international research projects, fostering collaboration among scientists worldwide. It also provides grants and fellowships, particularly supporting young scientists from low-income countries, helping to cultivate the next generation of innovators. A key part of its mission is combating misinformation. By presenting complex scientific evidence clearly and accessibly, the Royal Society helps the public understand issues that directly affect their lives. It also advocates for scientists under threat due to political or social pressures, ensuring that knowledge can continue to advance even in challenging circumstances. The Society's impact is perhaps most visible during crises. During the COVID-19 pandemic, it played a pivotal role in communicating vaccine science quickly and accurately, influencing public understanding, and helping save millions of lives globally. This work illustrates how rigorous testing, curiosity, and collaboration, values central to the Royal Society since its founding, remain essential today. Centuries after its creation, the Royal Society demonstrates that science is not only about discovery, but also about applying knowledge responsibly for the benefit of society. Its ongoing work shows that the pursuit of truth and evidence-based solutions is as vital now as it was in the 1660s. Fun facts you probably didn't know. Science at the Royal Society has always been bold, surprising, and sometimes a little strange. The Society's history is full of curious stories. In 1667, it attempted human blood transfusions. King Charles II sent the Society a frozen mammoth bone from Siberia. The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed many records. But the Society persevered. Christopher Wren was paid £100 a year to give lectures, a fortune at the time, and in 1839, the first photograph shown in England was displayed to the Royal Society. These anecdotes show that the pursuit of knowledge has always been adventurous, sometimes whimsical, but never dull. In conclusion, next time someone says, "because I said so," remember the Royal Society's motto, Nullius in Verba. Take nobody's word for it. Test it, try it, find out. The Royal Society was not born from wealth, power, or government planning. It began with 12 men, curiosity in their hearts, and a commitment to observe, test, and share. They met weekly, kept records, and never stopped asking questions. That simple idea, evidence over authority, became the foundation of modern science. Today, it continues to inspire innovation, guide public policy, and nurture young minds. From a small room in 1660 London to influencing global science in 2025, like this content, subscribe for more fresh, interesting videos, and leave your ideas or suggestions in the comments. Thank you.